Well, back to our story about Bahrain and demonstrations being held. In fact, they've been held in the country since 2011. We're joined by Nabil Mikhail. He's a professor at George Washington University, joining us from Washington. Thank you very much, Nabil, for joining us here on Press TV. Given that the Al-Wifaq party represents at least 50% in the Bahraini population, and we've got more political opposition, how does suppressing members of this party affect opposition and human rights in the country?
It has become a domestic issue and also an international crisis, because Washington is looking at it. And also Washington directed a number of critical remarks to the government of Bahrain. Washington does not want to see the situation in turmoil. Basically, it is a process of internal strife, and this is not good. So far, no political reconciliation has been reached, and also no political settlement has been invoked, and there is no initiative toward the opposition. So it is one of two things, and none of them actually is pleasant. Either a crackdown by the government just to start to eliminate the opposition, which will be bloody and difficult. Second is just a severe confrontation that also will have very bad consequences upon the people of Bahrain themselves, and it would impact the domestic situation badly. So far, there has been a total failure to reach a political settlement between the government and the opposition. Something has to be done. And also, America, to some extent now, recognizes that there are legitimate claims for the opposition. That was not the case before, but for sure, it's a significant change in America's position toward Bahrain.
Nabil, what can be done to change the situation in Bahrain?
For one, I will share something that you will second: no violence. Second, also fair elections. Know the size of the population that is the protest movement or the opposition. Thirdly, good power sharing agreements. Why do people revolt? It's a philosophical question, because people are deprived of something. It's not just the rising of high expectations. You have also to meet the basic needs. So you have to establish fairness. You have to fulfill the very fundamental requirements of a political community. You have to allow for full representation. You have to have also a strong participation process, because if people can participate in the elections, they will not go to rallies and protest in public squares. So Bahrain has a chance to reconcile or to confront. It's up for them to decide which option they would prefer.
Thank you very much, Nabil Mikhail, professor at George Washington University. It was great to have you here on the Top 5.